Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers, and this is Andy 255, Module 7, and we're going to be working on N particles, particle simulations, and fields. And we're just going to go through this real quick. I added some additional resources. I took out the software. I figured we're pretty much done with that. So please check out these sites that you can go, learn a little bit more on your own if you want to, or maybe find some answers. Some of them are free for 5 days, 7 days, maybe a week, and then some you have to pay for. So just be aware of that. The overview basically is we're going to learn more about particles, but this time we're going to be learning more about N particles and how to use them. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating a scene, your introduction to N particles. You're going to complete a mini assignment following the video tutorials provided and turn in the -scene MB file. And you're going to be turning in a 500 frame. I've already pretty much got that in stone. 500 frames. The least you can do is 300 frames. I need you to be able to pour milk from a pitcher into a glass. You may need to have you may have to have up to 500, and if you want to go above that, you sure can. Just don't go below the 300. Okay, so you're going to compress it at Xvid. For some reason I had some issues during the videos, so just be aware of that my Xvid was not even showing up. In fact, it was giving me like these DLL files for some reason. So I had to go back and download Xvid again, reinstall it, restart Maya, and it worked just fine. So you can find it here if that happens to you. For some reason my when I was doing simulations, or when I actually deleted preferences, maybe that's when it happens. So if that happens to you and you delete preferences, just reload Xvid. It's super simple. Just click on the Xvid for Windows Mirror 1 and you are good to go. And just double click on it, run it, and it will say, do you want to because it'll say something like, it's already on your system, do you want to overwrite it? Yes, go ahead and overwrite it and restart your system, and then start Maya up, and it should show up in your Play Blast. So just wanted you to be aware. Okay, so you're going to be creating that, and you'll be turning in the Play Blast movie for that, and then you'll start working on your milk pitcher. You're going to model a milk pitcher, glass, and kitchen table, which is pretty simple. These are all materials that I used. You could, of course, use a material texture on the table if you want to. I ended up doing one of the tables I had before, and it's a black lacquer table. You can do the same if you want to. You can use black lacquer, and you can use the same kind of table that I have. You can build your own table if you want to. And we're going to do an indoor environment background plate, which I'm going to provide, and you guys can find something if you want to on your own on HDR Haven. You're going to learn how to use N particles and create kind of a milk simulation of a pitcher pouring milk out into a glass and spilling a little out of the glass. That's what we want to do. We want to spill a little bit out. And it's going to happen anyway. So you're going to have to animate. The hard part is animating the pitcher so you don't pour the whole thing out of the glass. So you'll make changes and attributes, as you guys know, to create as convincing and realistic look as you possibly can. You're going to render out 3 images showing the milk in the pitcher, one showing the milk pouring out in the middle, and one showing the milk in the glass. Okay, so you're going to give me a MB file. You're going to give me a compressed Xvid PlayBlast AVI movie, or a H.264 movie file if you're using Mac. And make sure you read the instructions and deliverables very carefully. And that's about it. You're going to be creating in the main assignment. You're going to be creating a milk pitcher. Okay. and make sure it's large enough to fill a 16-ounce glass, and you'll have a 16-ounce glass and a tabletop and a background image plane. And I've got all that stuff I show you, so there's really no question on what I'm looking for. That's why I give you guys examples, so you guys know exactly what I'm looking for, what is going to give you an A. So you're going to learn, you're going to be, these effects are going to be the end particles and gravity. You're not allowed to use anything other than end particles from Maya. Nothing else. Not even Bifrost. Not even just the regular particles. I want you to use the end particles. Okay? That's what this whole, the reason for doing this is that you're using the elements from Maya. Okay? You guys can read the objectives. It's basically the same thing as the assignment. And our lesson, lectures, and video tutorials is about end particles. What are they? Basically it is a particle on steroids, meaning that it gives you the nucleus, and it also gives you wind, it gives you gravity, all mixed into one. And you can turn these things off and on. So please read all of this. I talk about emitting particles, and then I'll also go moving on into the volume shapes, which you're going to see a lot of. That's why I started with the classic particles, is that you're going to see a lot of that in here. And so one of the biggest things that is probably different is that the end particles actually get close to looking like fluids if you have a system that can handle it. So, and I talk a lot about that if you have a system that's really good, you can go further and make it look pretty close to liquid. Of course, now I had to pull it back a little bit because I know a lot of you can't do that. So, and I realize that. So I kind of went in the middle. I didn't go high end. I didn't go up to 50,000 or 100,000 liquid particles. I ended up going with around, I think, maybe 10,000 or something like that. So just do what you can, And you have two assignments. Remember, you have a mini assignment, okay? And then you have a full assignment. Okay, we basically went through this. I'm not going to regurgitate exactly what I just read in the overview. This is pretty much it. So you'll have two assignments. One's going to be a mini assignment, Introduction to End Particles. You have to do that. You have to do the assignment and turn it in, the MB file and the play blast, and then you're going to do the Don't Spill the Milk. So that kind of goes over that. We have Introduction to End Particles assignment. And this is the one you're going to follow, and your end result should be close to what I have here at the very end here. And then we have our references for your pictures. So you can either find your own or you can use what I used for when I'm modeling my picture in my glass. I even kind of take you through how to do it, not step by step, but got you started. And then we get right into it and talk about how to set your scene up, what your scale should be, and then modeling. I kind of told you about that, and then starting the simulation, caching the simulation, and then play blasting your end result. And the only thing I don't have in here yet is because I'm still rendering tonight. It's 11:02, so I'll be rendering probably until 1 or 2 in the morning. But I should have those in here at the very end, where I usually have, and I'll have the 3 rendered images. Okay. And the play blast that I have for the finished piece is right here. So you should have everything you need, and if you don't see those images pop up tomorrow, just let me know, and I'll be happy to get those in there. And then this is how I'm going to grade you. I'm kind of breaking things up point by point. So if you don't do the introduction to end particles, you have every right not to do it. You don't have to do any of this if you don't want to. You just get a 0. But keep in mind that it's 8 points, and every 4 points, just to let you know how the grade is. So if the whole project's assignment is 40 points, and you have 8 points off, you decide, oh, I really don't have time to do this. I'm just going to go right into this one because this one's worth a lot more. So if you don't, 8 points off automatically, and that would be 2 grade points. So instead of getting an A or a B, you'd be getting a C directly. Okay, so it's 4 points. Each 4 points is a grade letter. Okay, just to let you know. Alright, so the assignment, again, your deliverables will be 2. You'll have 2 deliverables. One is going to be Introduction to End Particles, and the other one's going to be Don't Spill the Milk. And then, of course, we have all that in here. So please understand that I do need those images, okay, from the main assignment, the last one, the Don't Spill the Milk. Make sure you have 3 of those, okay. And I'll have the instructor examples here, so you guys can take a look. I hope you have a lot of fun. I know I had a lot of fun doing this, writing it all up, and I appreciate all your hard work. One last thing, though, I want to kind of take you through Phoenix FD, okay? So go ahead and type in Phoenix FD and learn as much as you possibly can about it, but I want to specifically take you through some of the really cool things it has, and the idea is that I do teach this face to face, so I do want to have you guys download it and play with it. I'm hoping your system can handle it, and I believe it's for Mac as well, so you guys can use it for Mac or Windows, I think. Don't quote me on that. So I'm not sure, so please don't quote me on that one. But I know it's for Windows because I went ahead and I've had it for a while. I just haven't used it for a while. And so we're gonna touch on it later, not right now. Please don't download it yet, but you can get a free copy for 30 days. So we need to time this just right. We're almost there yet. We need another about 2 or 3 weeks before I have you download it. But don't download it and don't use it up. And it's they have a really good deal. So let me take you through. So go ahead and you want to type that in, and you want to get the one for here, quick simulation setup. So I'll take you through that. It's pretty wicked. It's pretty amazing. What do you guys call it? Dope. It is definitely that. And I use RealFlow. I've been using that for a while, but this out of the box, this is probably the easiest to use because it comes with all these quick simulation setups. I wanted to show you these because they're pretty amazing. They're literally one button setup. You click on a button and it sets it up for you, and this is what they look like. It's amazing. RealFlow, you really don't have that. So you have to work pretty hard to get some good effects, but with Phoenix FD, it's pretty simply push the button and you get all of these. Okay, fire, burning fuel. I mean, we can't go through them all right now, but explosion, gasoline explosion. That's what I'm showing you. You guys can look at these all yourself, and they're absolutely amazing. And of course, this is one of my favorite ones. A beer being poured. Isn't that amazing? It's pretty dang cool. So you can look at those. And the ocean one, that's another favorite of mine. I mean, it looks photorealistic. It's so cool. That is one of the coolest things I've seen. To do something like this in Maya, it's really hard. I mean, you can get pretty close, but you have to work really hard at it. And there's like a quick button. You know, your little button that you click on here for the ocean, right there. Click on it and you're good to go. So it's pretty amazing what you guys can do with some of these plugins. Now the Phoenix, you have to have V-Ray, which is, you know, amazing, and it's pretty fast. I think it's much faster than Arnold. Again, I think it's one of those things that you just have to kind of look at. So let's see here, tutorials and examples. There's some other things in here I was going to show you, but you guys can kind of look at it and see what you guys think about it. And even if you can't afford to get it, they got a pretty good deal right now. It's V-Ray, which is usually $99, and then there's Phoenix FD. If you buy them separately, it's $99. And they stopped using the dongle, which was another pain in the butt, because I went ahead and got the brand new one, got rid of the dongle, which is great. And so and I went through Trinity Studios. Jim Lammers, he's a friend of mine, and I've known him forever. He owns that, and he got me. I mean, I bought it, called him up, says I want this like tonight, so can you get that to me? And he went ahead and got it through. Usually it takes a couple days. It was pretty cool. It was pretty nice. So 4 is amazing. They've really fixed a lot of things. Don't have to have a dongle anymore, which is a really pain in the butt, and it's really easy to load. I couldn't believe how fast it was. Before you had to jump all through all these hoops. So they've really come a long way, and I think I might be checking this out again, and maybe putting Real Flow off to the side for a while. But anyway, check it out. It's pretty cool. It's just amazing what you can do with it, and they got all these quick setup things that just make your life so much easier. So anyway, I know you're going to probably want to download it and burn through the 30 days, but if you do that, you will be out of luck being able to mess with that. Okay, we do have it at the school. The school is open, from what I heard, and RC 311, RC 311 is open, and so you can go through, and I think most of you know this, you can go through the animation lab into the classroom and just have to sign in. And we have Phoenix FD uploaded and ready to go with Maya and V-Ray, so you guys can go to the school if you want to render or mess around or play with this. It's there for you guys to mess with if you want to start it right now and not burn through the 30 days. Remember, if you download it, you won't be able to use it when we need it. So just remember that. If you can't wait to use it and can't wait to play with it, you can go to the school. Make sure you, of course, wear your mask and follow all the protocols they have set up. But it's in the classroom, and if it's not, you let me know, and I can have somebody get it on there. But they should have everything on there. Anyway, have fun, enjoy this week's Don't Spill the Milk, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great week.